I'm Emily Scarlett. 13 on your side at noon starts right now.
News that impacts you and your community. 13 on your side at noon starts now.
Good afternoon. Welcome to 13 on your side at noon. Take a look at Snug Harbor out in Grand Haven, where you can see the beautiful conditions outside. Meteorologist Samantha Jacks has more on that. Sam, these folks doing it exactly the way you should this time of the year, enjoying the water on the boat or on the pier, not actually getting inside the water.
Yeah, and so many boats moving through right now. That is the place to be. Who forgot to invite us? We should be out on the boat broadcasting right now. But that's not the only place that's really busy right now in South Haven.
Thank you, Sam. Now to those Memorial Day ceremonies happening across West Michigan. It's been a morning of remembrance as folks across the area observe and honor the sacrifice that so many have paid in service to our country. 13 on your side, Trevier Gonzalez, live in Lowell for the annual Memorial Day parade there. Trevier, what have you been hearing from people out there this afternoon?
A lot of high spirits here. We're right along the main strip of downtown Lowell, and we can still see the remnants of these American flags really lining up this city. And once again, this tight-knit community really coming together to just pay this tribute to those who did give that ultimate sacrifice. Even one patriot right here, his name's Patrick. He's here every Sunday, and once again, just trying to send the message of remembering those lives that were lost.
All right, so nice to see that celebration. Thanks for that, Trevier. And the Memorial Day celebrations don't stop there. The community in Holland gathering downtown earlier this morning for their Memorial Day parade. It started at 9 at 8th and Central and ended at the Pilgrim Home Cemetery. The Remembrance program began just a few moments ago at the cemetery after that parade. One resident there said he's been a parade lover since he was a kid.
I've been a parade lover ever since I was a kid, and it's just hearing the drums, hearing the patriotic sound in the air, and it's just so heavenly.
Organizers say they strive to educate the public on community issues of patriotism, service, and the pivotal role service members play in maintaining our nation's freedom. And those who served our country were also honored in Muskegon this morning. Their parade also starting at 9 and included marching bands, veterans, and local organizations. One vet we spoke with says while these events are fun, taking the time to honor those who served should always be top of mind.
They can see that it's more than just a parade, but it's a parade that's honoring deceased veterans primarily, that they can kind of pick up on that and see the flags. That, you know, it's a patriotic event. It's great to have the younger generation participate this way.
That veteran adding that beyond this holiday, you can stay involved by volunteering with local organizations that directly benefit our veterans. Power is slowly being restored after a crash last night knocked out power to more than 1,000 people in Muskegon County. The crash happened around 11:30 last night near the corner of Henry Street and West Norton Avenue in Norton Shores. It's unclear the condition of the driver and what caused the crash, but we do know that crash caused power outages in Roosevelt Park, Norton Shores, and Muskegon Heights. Consumers Energy had originally estimated lights would be back on by 5:30 this morning. We just learned that has been pushed back to 12:30 this afternoon. We'll update you if we learn any new details. We're also working to learn more about a shooting investigation in Walker. That call came in around 4:15 this morning, but Kent County Central Dispatch has not confirmed whether anyone was hurt or any other information about this incident. We have reached out to Walker Police for more details, but investigators have not released any info at this time. And several people are in custody as police investigate a shooting in Grand Rapids. That happened just before 9 last night on 42nd Street Southeast near Oak Park Drive. Grand Rapids police say a woman was taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. They've arrested several people and are still trying to determine who shot the victim. The debt ceiling deal top of mind for lawmakers as they prepare to return to Congress tomorrow after the holiday weekend. There's now an agreement on the table between President Joe Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. The two sides have agreed to raise the debt ceiling through 2025, but the pause on student loan debt payments would end. There would be expanded work requirements for those receiving SNAP benefits, and defense spending would increase. Spending on Social Security, Medicaid, and veterans benefits would remain the same. The House Speaker and President calling on their parties to pass this bill.
The Speaker and I made it clear from the start that the only way forward was a bipartisan agreement.
It doesn't get everything everybody wanted, but that's in divided government. That's where we end up.
Both sides of the aisle saying they've made too many concessions, some already saying they will not pass this bill. The House will vote Wednesday. The Senate could vote Friday. The school year is nearly over, but for teachers, the job isn't finished. Coming up, what made today's Teacher of the Week surprise that much more special for one local educator.
Our warming trend is not over just yet. Emily, we are going to make our way into the upper 80s to low 90s for the next several days. So I guess we're going to have to figure out some ways to beat the heat here pretty soon. Yeah, definitely feeling a lot like summer. Hopefully we get in some rain, though, so that we can avoid those drought conditions. Sam, thanks so much for that.
The 13 on Your Side Teacher of the Week, sponsored by Robinson Dental.
Well, many teachers say this final stretch of the school year can be the most challenging, making this latest Teacher of the Week surprise all the better.
Congratulations! Surprises are tough to come by like this. This is an amazing surprise. This means a lot. I mean, in 28 years, there's ups and downs.
This longtime teacher has been with Sparta Middle School his entire career, teaching alongside his wife and his brother.
Our mom was a school lunch lady, and she always said wonderful things. She always cared and loved and shared that gift with others.
A gift he's now sharing with the next generation.
I believe God has given us this gift, and this is a way where we can serve, and it's also a way where we're rewarded with our work as well. Thanks. Thank you.
He treats those kids and loves those kids like they're his own kids. He has great relationships with his students, and I know that they were going to be really excited for him.
What's most important to me is to care for them, to guide them, and also just feel very blessed to be a part of their journey.
This latest recognition only adding to that journey. Congratulations!
For someone to take time and say thank you, I recognize you, I appreciate you. We can't give everybody hugs and high fives, but just those two words of thank you mean a lot.
I think it's always worth taking time to send an email or shake a teacher's hand and just say thank you, because it does go a long way.
There's a good reason to be here, and I'm surrounded by the reason. And if that's something that interests you and you're called to do, then answer that call.
If you have someone you'd like to nominate as our next Teacher of the Week, just text the word teacher to 616-559-1310. And after the break, we're sharing some of West Michigan's cutest furry friends. Plus, we're taking one last look at our Memorial Day forecast. Stick with us.
13 loves pets, furry friends.
Before we go, we've got some adorable furry friends. First, Casper. He's a 13-year-old Maltese who loves camping, going on walks, getting treats, and going for car rides. Thanks to Eric and Roxana from Allendale for this photo.
Cute. Looks like a little snuggle bug, too. And next we have Baxter and Simba. Baxter is a 7-year-old Shih Tzu who enjoys playing fetch, and Simba is a 9-year-old, and he enjoys lying on his owner's lap. Thank you from Michelle from Hart for sharing this picture with us.
Yes, some cuties. I know that the dogs probably will want to get out and about today with all that sunshine out there. But it's kind of hot, too. You almost can't have them out there too long, Sam.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things you want to get out earlier or later during those peak daytime heating hours, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. It might get a bit steamy out there. Let's take a look. Your 13 on your side 10-day outlook. We continue on with this really warm forecast. In fact, today we're about 10 degrees above average. Then we start to get about 10 to 15 degrees above average tomorrow, continuing on all the way through Saturday. That chance for an isolated pop-up shower, but it's not going to amount to much of anything. We do see a cooling trend at the end of the 10-day forecast, but until then, it's going to be a hot week at work.
Yes, it is. Those temperatures are really getting up there, Sam, but I don't know that we could have asked for a better Memorial Day for those able to enjoy a long weekend or get out and about and celebrate those who served. So
yes,
awesome
absolutely.
stuff out there. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon.